Hey everybody, I'm back here with our latest I Want You to Open Your Window Right Now video. And, the coolest thing is that I'm a relatively new video guy, new channel, and I'm still learning how to use this software and really be able to show you things better and record these things better. And one of the most interesting thing that's going on with me right now is my son is 11, and his name is Sean also. And he's homeschooling. He's doing the Ron Paul curriculum, and he's doing really well. But he's been really interested in starting to do a lot of YouTubing. He's very into Minecraft, and a lot of his friends that he's met online and through his school are too. And they play back and forth, and they're always connecting. We have to have really fast Wi-Fi in this home, and so he's been really interested in becoming a YouTuber and starting to kind of talk about his gaming and the worlds that he's building and stuff. And so he's learning how to use this same software. So we kind of keep sort of going back and forth and comparing notes. So that's why I'm able to appear to you down here while you're watching what we're watching. So we'll be watching it together. Because didn't you always just want to get the information about what's happening in the world while Sean makes faces at you and reacts, right? It's like a show. I mean, this is like a show. So welcome to my humble abode. Here we go. So, no, the reason I'm showing you this one in sort of an informal setting is because it's hilarious. This is hilarious. I'm not a really big fan of Piers Morgan. I never have been. But he got into an argument with this real weenie journalist. What is this guy's name? Hold on, it'll come right up. Who's on remote, and it's about a 5-minute conversation. I'll watch it with you. It's hilarious. Trust me. All right, you ready? Here we go.
With 5 days to go until he becomes president, how would you assess the mood of your nation?
Well, I would say that Donald Trump supporters, and that is a percentage of the electorate, though hardly a majority, is very pleased. There have been stories already about congressmen who have been getting deluged with calls from constituents, mostly in states where it was a mix of Republicans and Democrats. They were sort of swing states. So people are very concerned about the future of this country because we're dealing with someone who's inexperienced and who has a very casual relationship with the truth. When he just said right in that interview with Michael Gove that he was predicting that Brexit would pass, this man did not know less than 10 days before the Brexit vote what it was.
So this guy, Mark, just made a giant mistake, right? And, you hear these guys go on these long rants about what a horrible bastard this guy is and how much of a moron he is, and he's such a moron, idiot. And then they accidentally say something that is refutable, like he just did. So he just made a claim that 10 days before the election, Trump didn't even know what the Brexit vote was, even though he has property in Scotland. Okay. The unfortunate part is that Piers Morgan, unbeknownst to all of us before I watched this, is close friends with Donald Trump and has been for a decade. I guess they, living in New York, they must have gotten to know each other, I guess at NBC perhaps. So unfortunately Piers Morgan doesn't let him get away with that little morsel, and hilarity ensues. Here we go.
Okay, I've heard this, and let me just interrupt you. I interviewed Donald Trump twice during the campaign, right? And on both occasions, I talked to him specifically about Brexit. On both occasions, he knew exactly what it was, and he also predicted that we would come out. So when I hear guys like you say that as a fact, after you've just called Donald Trump economical with the truth, I say back to you, that is a complete lie, because I did it myself.
I'm telling you that it's not a lie because it's on the record, and you can have your own version of what you believe, Mr. Morgan, but your credibility...
It was in 2 interviews that we aired on this program.
They were on the show, dude.
I can't pull up the tape now, but I'm telling you that is on the record.
Oh, you can't?
So, Donald Trump has an alternate reality, and you have yours.
Well, no, you
this
just
first-hand experience, you idiot.
I completely concur. He can be an embellisher, an exaggerator, and all the rest of it. But when I hear guys like you, who are the, let's face it, New York liberal media elite, wait a minute. Wait a minute, we've had your say. When I hear you say he's a liar, and then I hear you say he didn't know what Brexit was until 10 days before the election, and I know I interviewed him twice in which he did, I say back to you guys, be careful who you call liars.
Okay, tell me this one. He landed in Scotland.
Oh, change the subject, right?
Said everybody here.
That's what they do when you call bullshit. Pardon my French. That's what they do. They change the subject to another outrageous claim that you can't immediately refute, right? So, dude, concede the point. Let's have a reasonable conversation. But no, he's gonna just like go to the mat on his BS, even though this guy's got firsthand experience. And then when confronted to his face, he shifts into another bullshit direction.
Going crazy with happiness, and Scotland obviously voted to remain. So what does that tell you about his sense of what's going on and his awareness of the world? This person is contradicted by his own cabinet appointees, people who testified last week at their confirmation hearings, who spoke very much in favor of the idea of NATO, his Secretary of Defense and his Secretary of State nominees both. What do you say to that about his credibility?
What I say to that is what Donald Trump said, which is that he said he's very happy. He's very happy for his... Well, hang on, do you want me to ask the question or not?
It's so great. It's so great.
That he's very happy for members of his cabinet to express their own opinions. I found that quite a refreshing change, actually, from this kind of collegiate, we've all got to say the same thing like robots approach.
No, what it shows is a person who has no coherent vision and no consistency is what it shows.
Okay.
Mark, can I
that's one man's opinion.
Interrupt?
Sure.
Because I wouldn't mind asking a question as well. And the question is, you did a very critical profile of Donald Trump. What was his reaction when you did that? Because we were talking, Piers and I were discussing yesterday on Twitter the fact that when you go after him, he comes back at you, doesn't he? He's not somebody who takes criticism.
He's a counter-puncher.
And he is about to get... I mean, he's been subject to a huge amount of criticism in the run-up, but as president, it's going to be coming thick and fast. What is it like when you criticize him?
He's a child.
The idea of this guy who spent a few hours with Trump for some profile, spent more time with Trump than me. I've spent hundreds of hours in the company.
I spent hundreds of hours too.
Yeah, okay, but I don't think you've got any idea how much time I've spent with Donald Trump in the last 10 years.
You sound like Trump yourself. Everything's bigger, right?
You know what? There's nothing wrong with ambition. Nothing wrong with having a big view. Nothing wrong with being confident. There are many traits to Trump which I do like. There are other traits I don't like. I wouldn't personally have voted for Donald Trump because I'm not a Republican. But when I hear guys like you say in national television interviews like this, he didn't know what Brexit was 10 days before the election, when I myself have interviewed him twice, months and months before, and he obviously knew what it was, I simply say to you guys, isn't it time you yourselves stuck to a more accurate pitch than just spraying these smears around?
Nonsense, and you know it. The American press is not going to knuckle under. You're a toady. Good luck.
Wow. Mark Singer with that zinger. Thanks very much indeed.
Mark Singer from your... See, this is my issue though with those guys, is that they just hate him so much that they're prepared to just come out with all this baloney. Because I mean, we all heard the interview he gave me, and he talked openly about Britain, leaving the EU. It wasn't something that was a surprise to Donald Trump. So these guys, I think, have got to work out a way of working with him. Now he's going to be president. He's the most powerful guy in their country. And, we can all be called toadies. Of course, I like it, because he'd be the kind of guy who's like, Donald Trump he's a name caller, says the bloke who just called me a toady.
I mean, exactly, dude. And that's what I'm trying to explain to you, Pierce. Like, that's what it's like over here right now, man. Like, you got people seriously, like, irrational. All right, I'm not even talking about like, it's a difference of opinion. Yeah, I'm cool. I know a lot of people have differences of opinion with me or with anyone. But, like in the face of obvious, the dude was busted, right? You asserted something that was so ridiculous. Oh, he didn't even know what Brexit was. And you just got called out, and instead of like going, well, maybe I'll check on that one, or come to think of it, maybe that was just something that someone said in an article, because, people say a lot of crap that's bull, right now, and when you talk to someone who first person saw something, and then you're talking about, oh, I can't really pull it up right now, then maybe you should at least concede that, you know, you need to be sure of yourself. That's all I'm saying. So I really like that one, and I was hoping that people who like this channel would think it was funny too. So let me know what you think, America. And look, my son showed me the tip on how to put my face down the screen so we could have this new video. So I might not even upload it if it looks too horrible. Maybe, I don't think I'm too close, but and it is pretty small. But I guess if you have like a huge screen, I don't know. Leave me some comments, you know, maybe you'll tell me never to do this again. I hope you'll tune in next time. I'm having a blast. I hope you are too. The comments have been a bit quiet, although the views are up, so, you know, drop me a line.